Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel here at the Herb Lady. I hope that this video finds you guys well as can be with all of these fluctuating times taking place. You guys just hang in there and remember that we got this. You guys are divinely protected, you're divinely supported, you're divinely assisted. Literally, your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, God, they're all standing by. They're all there for you. All of them, you know. So let's go ahead and get into the reading here. Actually, before we do that, I wanted to let you guys know that I made a video on karmic relationships because our video, as you can see here, the reading is based on karmic relationships. For those who feel like you are in a karmic relationship, for those who just somehow intuitively know that this is your karmic or you are their karmic, this video is for you. And I have another video that further explains the process of a karmic relationship, so you guys go ahead and check that out. That's on it, literally based on my own personal experiences as well as some extended research that I have done on karmics. So I hope you guys check out that video. The link to it is in the description box below. I do apologize about the lighting, you guys. My light, like, it's daytime out here, but I'm not getting a lot of sunlight today, and this ring light that's in front of me is kind of irritating my vision right now. But regardless of that, you know, what matters is the message and what's actually coming out of my mouth, okay? So let's go ahead and discuss your pre-shuffle here. So for you guys, now there was a song that came on by Janae Aiko. It's called I can't even pronounce the damn song, the name of the song, but I'm gonna put it in the link to I'm gonna put it in the description box below. But from this song popping into my head, literally I got the feeling like for you guys, reality doesn't feel real. And what I mean by that is literally that your reality isn't quite what you had planned out or thought you would manifest. So your reality, and this can go both ways. This can be in a good way or in a bad way. It's energy's fluid. So, right now it's vibrating and moving beyond your control. And once again, this can be good or bad. The thing is the underlying theme of it is that you feel like there is a lack of control taking place here. So it's vibrating and it's moving beyond your control, which is pulling at your emotions, and is furthering the feeling of a loss of control, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna just say it one more time so you guys understand what I'm saying. Your reality does not feel real right now because you feel like what you have planned on manifesting or what you wanted, it didn't quite go according to plan. That can be good or bad, okay? So, and because of that, because of it vibrating and moving beyond your control, it's making you emotional because you feel like you don't have control over the situation. Now with this, with me kind of writing this down, it put me in a place where I feel real empathy for you guys. I understand what it feels like to be in a place where things just are out of your control, mostly on that more extreme end of things. This is bad, things just, I don't understand, this doesn't make sense, and being extremely emotional. And because of not understanding the concept of surrender, not even knowing the concept of surrender, making even worse choices for myself because I was emotional. So for you guys, what you guys need to understand is that you need to remember that when you are at a point in your life where you feel like control is lost to an extent, one of the best things you can do is not to focus on the control factor. That's not the focus. You losing control. The control is not the focus. It's the fact that life is happening in real time around you, and you have to learn how to flow with it. You have to learn to surrender to the process of it. So, like the hangman, how the hangman hangs himself upside down from the tree and has the aura of enlightenment, because not only does he see the situation from a different perspective, but he also sees it on many different levels, because he took a moment to be silent and just observe the situation and allow it to unfold naturally in front of him. So he's gained a whole nother level of knowledge and wisdom from the situation. And when you try to control it, you don't gain anything, because you're busy trying to change it. You're busy trying to make yourself feel better through trying to regain control. So literally open your heart up to feeling and be still and breathe. Through the experience, through this experience, you are being prepared for a new level of existence where fear and control issues cannot follow you. It's okay, Aquarius. It's okay. It's okay to have moments where you're not in control. Because really, let's be real here. You're really not in control at all. You weren't in control when you were born. You're not going to be in control when you die. Very few things do you actually control. You don't even control your heartbeat. You don't even control your body's functioning, true functionings. You're preset to that. So really, you have to learn surrender. If you were trying to control every heartbeat, would you remember every beat? Every breath, would you remember every breath? That'd be a lot of stress and strain on you, Aquarius. So, another thing, follow the messages and the nudges of your ancestors and elders. For some of you guys, you need to call your mothers. Whether alive or deceased, you really need to call your mother. She really wants to hear from you. And for many of us, this won't necessarily mean our blood mother. For many of us, it will. For many of us, it won't. Call that mother figure, that figure that you felt the closest to as a motherly figure. Call her. She needs to talk to you. She wants to hear from you. And she may have something to say that's literally going to put things into perspective for you. Okay? So that was Aquarius pre-shuffle. So we're going to go ahead and get into the reading here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels deck. Sorry, you guys, I'm getting my notes together. I'm going to pull a card from the Romance Angels deck. The link to this is in the description box below, along with links to the song, to the video, and to the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which is the other deck I'll be using in this reading. Alright, so the question that we have for this is, what is the karmic nature of this relationship? Sorry. I went completely out of order. Scratch that. We're going to pull from this first. We're going to pull an oracle card for you and for your partner. Sorry, you guys. Alright, so I need 2 cards, one for Aquarius and one for their partner. Alright, so for you, Aquarius, you guys are getting the card Forgiving and Learning. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And as you can see, literally, he has the spirit guide over him. And I don't know if you guys can see that well because the ring light is here, but he has literally, I don't know who this person is, but they are desperately asking for his forgiveness. His face looks just like he doesn't really want to forgive, but the spirit guide really is hounding his ass. You gotta forgive and let go. Surrender. 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 Forgive that shit. Let it go. You guys are really being called to do that, to really forgive, to really go deep down, because you can literally say, I forgave it, I let it go years ago, that don't even affect me now, that's way behind me. But yet and still you are doing things and acting on things. Anything that reminds you of that situation, subconsciously, your subconscious mind takes it to a whole nother level where you feel like you need to defend yourself and you feel like you need to control the situation. Okay? So for your partner here, they got the attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So now the thing is that this card is in the reverse, which tells me that your partner is not really like in the place where they're fully enjoying this moment. They're not able to really slow down and smell the roses. And that's possibly because of the amount of tension that's already taking place between you guys. What I can see, Aquarius, either you or your partner, once again, these oracle cards are interchangeable. You or your partner are bringing a lot of baggage into this relationship. You're bringing relationship baggage. They're bringing possibly relationship baggage. And, you know, they're just trying to live their best life and slow down and smell the roses. And here you come with this weight talking about, you know, you need to do better than the last one. Not their responsibility. That's yours, Aquarius. Okay? You know, it's like, it's not their responsibility to outdo the last person that you were with that had nothing to do with them. And that's just probably for a few of you guys. But for a lot of you guys out there, the process of truly forgiving the things that have happened in your past and the people that were in your past, like literally, this was something that my friend and I were talking about, the concept of stop villainizing, stop putting people in the villain role in your life. It gives them too much power. And a lot of people who have like deep childhood issues or have to do some inner child work, they still have put their parents in positions, in villain positions. And for some of them, it's so deep that just subconsciously you react to your parent in a certain type of way because in your subconscious they're still the villain. You still don't understand why they did what they did, and because you don't understand and because you're still angry for what they did, they're still the villain in your life. And with them being the villain, they still have a lot of power and control, Aquarius. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into the reading here. And for a lot of you guys, that may be your mother. You know, it just may be. Like, it's sad because it's more than common for a lot of, you know, women and daughters to go through this situation and scenario. It's sad. So we're gonna start the tarot portion of the reading here. And like I had said earlier, mistakenly, the first question is, what is the nature of the karma in this relationship? Alright. So I'm going to pull all 7 cards and walk you guys through this card by card, okay? Oops. Alright, let's get it. So, what is the nature of the karma of this relationship? Now with this, what I'm seeing here is that the nature of this is meant to be healing. This is meant to be a healing process. This is meant to make you guys explore on a cerebral level the heartache that you hold and carry. The place where you have kept the swords in your heart and have refused to pull the swords out so that healing could take place. So that's the nature of this. The nature of it is painful healing. And healing, a lot of the time, initially, it's painful. Especially, you know, if you break a bone and you've broken that bone so damn bad that they gotta re-break other bones in your body just to reset the bone. Or you've broken that bone really bad and it's healed to an extent, but it hasn't fully healed, and in order for them to fully heal it, they have to re-break the bone. That's painful. So with this, it's like you have been walking around literally with this tar dripping out of your heart, walking around with these swords in your heart. Now you're in this karmic relationship that's forcing you to look at the wounds you've been holding onto, the wounds that you haven't even been nursing. You've just been leaving the swords there and not even trying to, but you've convinced yourself that you're good and you're okay and you're beyond it and you're above it. But really, Aquarius, are you? Because if you were, why are the knives still there? All right, so going into the next one is, what is the expected impact of this karma on the relationship? So how can we expect this karmic nature here to impact the relationship? All right, so what I'm getting here is that the expected impact is that you guys will get to a place where you will finally be able to spiritually open up. Your spiritual energy will experience a true opening. This is Nine of Wands in reverse, and then the upright position, it literally speaks to being in a defensive position. This woman, her hair is disheveled. She has bandages wrapped around her hands. She has all the wands standing behind her, and she's holding on to one wand, almost kind of leaning on it, but also using it in a very defensive position. The look on her face really is that I'm not playing with you. I have to defend myself. I have to control this situation. I have to make sure that this shit doesn't go wrong, that you don't do something to me. And with this karmic energy coming in, with the Three of Swords in reverse energy coming in to this relationship, it's really going to force you to drop your guard and drop that mentality that somebody is always trying to attack you. So, that's really the expected effect here. Like, you're going to be put in a place where you probably realize that you constantly being prepared for the worst case scenario is the fact that you're the one attacking yourself. And it pretty much bleeds out into you thinking that everybody else is trying to attack you, Aquarius. All right. So for the third question is, how can this karma be transmuted? And that's the Fool here. And the Fool came out in the reverse position. But what I get is that you're going to have to really rewind time for yourself. And I know this sounds really weird, but this is going to go along with the forgiving and learning. In order for you to forgive, learn, and heal properly, you really got to go into the past and figure out what it is that puts you in the mental place, the mental space that you're in right now. And you really have to take it all the way to its origins, take it all the way to its roots before you could pull out the swords, because that's where the swords were placed initially. And, I feel like with this, you're gonna have to really lighten up and let joyous energy into your life. Like, your partner really is in a position where they're just trying to smell the roses and just do them, whatever the fuck that means. But you're gonna have to put yourself in a position to where you can just smell the roses. You're gonna have to put yourself and take chances that seem foolish to you. You're really gonna have to put yourself out there and experience the discomfort instead of trying to control everything and create all of this stability, to create all of these things that are known to you in a controlled, you stop trying to create a controlled environment. Because the more you try, the more tense you get. You're going to have to really step into your inner child here. And yeah, they say children make foolish decisions because their minds aren't fully developed, but also their spirit is more in tune with the spirit world and with that which is unseen far more than any of us as adults. Okay, so the next question is, how can we heal from this karma? So Aquarius, this is your card right here. This is the Star card. You're going to have to pour into yourself. You're going to have to forgive yourself. You're going to have to learn from yourself. You are And once again, like, the star card always takes me back to the scenario where if you are in a place that you are able to go out at night, or from your window, look up into the stars and look at the stars and realize that we are in something, we are on a plane that's so much bigger than us, and these wounds that we keep holding on to that keep holding us back, Aquarius, this is so much bigger than you, and you're so much bigger than this, and you have to realize that and embrace that. You have to allow yourself to be fully vulnerable and open. You have to embrace your healing, because this is a healing experience. Granted, it's painful. It's not comfortable at all, but it's healing you. It's making you go deep. Something that you have avoided for a while, Aquarius. Okay? So let's go ahead and go into these last 3 cards here. These are the messages from the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and the Bringer of Karma. Otherwise, what I call message from Venus, message from Jupiter, and message from Saturn. So these usually are bonus cards, but because I am aware that my channel is still very new, I'm just going to go ahead and include them anyway, because I appreciate all of you guys' support. All right, so the message from Venus here, yeah, it's that same message. You guys are gonna have to stop focusing. Like, as you can see her face here, her face, she's so focused on these 3 empty, crusty ass cups here, all of the shit that happened before that has already taken place, that she is ignoring literal opportunity from spirit here. And Venus is saying, you know, you guys are gonna have to stop that. You're gonna have to take your emotions up out of that place. Stop focusing on all the shit that you think could go bad, could be bad, is bad, whatever the fuck ever, and focus on opportunities and watch how they all come to you. Watch how everything unfolds beautifully for you. For Jupiter is saying that ultimately you got what you wished for. Ultimately, really, on a deep subconscious level, you wished for healing. You manifested this healing circumstance for yourself. You manifested it through this partner. This partner is really deeply triggering you on a deep level. And with that deep trigger, you're realizing all the swords that you've held in your heart. And now you have to go pull them out, because now you have to realize that a lot of the swords that were placed in your heart were placed there by your parents, by people that you expected to protect you, and then further on by people that you placed unfair expectations on. Okay? So, and then for Saturn, the message from Saturn is saying, release yourself, let yourself go from this shit. You guys got the devil in reverse. Saturn really is here, like Saturn in Capricorn right now. Saturn being at home in Capricorn, I'm really honestly feeling like you guys, by the time December, early January rolls around, as Saturn's transitioning into Aquarius, you guys are gonna get that real, something is going to happen that's going to deeply unearth some things. And then it's like, then you're gonna really be focused on pulling the swords out. It's, you know, it's like, I feel like whatever Saturn is holding back and is eventually going to bring forth, it's some shit that's really gonna rock your mind. Like, you're not gonna know what to do with it. You're literally gonna be in a place where it's like, this is not how I expected my life to be. But you're gonna have to surrender and let go and let it flow. You're gonna have to forgive. You're gonna have to learn from the experience. Because that's what Saturn is saying. Release all these damn toxic tendencies. This is you being caught up in your own human nature, your own carnal nature. These two here, as you can see, the chain around their neck is very loose. They can easily bring it up over their head and drop this shit and say, fuck this shit, I'm out. So, you know, that's your reading for you. For Aquarius, that's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My readings are pretty short and sweet, usually 15 to 20 minutes. You and Sagittarius, for some reason today, have had pretty long readings. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you guys like my readings, because I rock with you guys. I fuck with every last one of you. I think Aquariuses are some amazingly weird ass people. I've had plenty around me. My mama is an Aquarius, so you know I fucks with y'all. And please subscribe to my channel, show me that you fuck with me, support my work. And I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate even if you came on here and gave me like a 10-minute view. I appreciate it because it lets me know that there are people out there who want to hear what Spirit has to say. All right, you guys, I'm going to talk to you later. Follow me at the Herb Lady on Instagram. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween weekend. Please be safe out in these streets. Mind your emotions, okay? Because it's the full moon coming up. I'll talk to you guys later.